Hey everybody, welcome back to a new series I'm making. It's going to be a three-part series on how to get better at Call of Duty. Oh, there's a little bot there. So I have a bot here, and we're going to run through a few things. This is going to be a three-part tutorial, and with each tutorial there's going to be three things inside of it. And today we're going to be covering aim, positioning, and your playstyle. Okay, we're going to start with aim, and this is going to be a pretty easy one. So I see a lot of people that are bad. They run around like this, and this causes a problem because once I see him, I have to go up, aim, and then shoot. So what you do is you just put your crosshair where they're going to be at all time. Just kind of you'll get used to like what head level is. So head level would be just like that, and I'll be able to aim right on his head. So it becomes a lot easier. So I can hear him over here. See, my crosshair is right on him. It makes it so that all you have to do is just aim in and shoot. And with a shotgun, it's even easier because you can just shoot. So that's going to be the majority of aiming actually. Once you put your instead of walking around like this, if you put your crosshair where they're going to be, then this leads into the next part where they're going to be. So positioning. Since we only got one bot, I'll just try and play make believe here. But even with one bot, you can kind of tell. So I'm positioned at the top of the map here. We can assume that he's going to be as far away from me as possible, and the spawns are usually here, here, or here. So we'll just stand here. He should come from either here, here, or here. Okay, I hear him. Came right up the middle. So you can see he probably spawned over here, just made his way up. So positioning is going to be, we know where our team is, so we're going to pretend this is domination, right? So here, we'll make our way through this building. We're going to pretend this is domination, and we spawn back here, and this is our flag. They have a flag here and here. We can assume that we're going to be spawning on our flag, so we're going to be spawning right here. We can assume that this is 1/3 of the map. They're going to be spawning on the other 1/3. Now, here's an interesting part. If you have teammates, you know, in this area, then you can assume that they got this area locked down. So if none of your teammates are over here, you can expect if you want to go over here to the right lane, that you're going to see other enemies through this right area because the basic of positioning is, I know it sounds simple, but the enemies are going to be where your teammates aren't, almost like a mirror. So if all of your teammates are here, all the enemies are going to be here. Hang on one second. He's running around. Okay, so we're just going to do a little reminder real quick. So we have our aiming. We're not aiming down here. We're aiming up here. And since we just killed him here, we know he's going to be coming from here. So we just keep our crosshair generally where he's going to be. Yep, there he is. And we could use positioning. So it's not like I don't have the UAV on up in the top left. I can just tell generally based on where I am. So I would recommend new players, get a little bit campy, but there'd be no reason for me to camp and look back here, right? Because I know since I'm back here, he is going to be somewhere on the other side of the map. He's going to basically mirror where I am. So if I camp up here, we can hear him down there. See? And it's, like I said, I'm not using UAV. This is just map knowledge. Okay, so next, I'm going to go to playstyle because, like I said, new players should probably camp. And a play style might be, maybe you're not the best at camping. Maybe you just get a little scared sitting up here waiting. Maybe you don't like to think of covering this and this with the claymore. So my play style will differ from yours. I generally kind of like a medium run and gun, right? I kind of just like getting into the positions. So I'll come up here, maybe kill him, and then we move. And that way, because he'll watch the kill cam and be like, okay, he's up here. And then what I like to do is, based off the positioning, I know where he's going to come. And then sometimes maybe he'll look up there, right? And you get an easy kill. And the playstyle differs. Maybe you like just running with a shotgun. Maybe you like sniping. And you have to cater to your playstyle. And a way of doing that is the gunsmith. I'll show you something right now. Okay, so we're going to come into the gunsmith here, and we're going to take the M4, everybody's favorite. And I don't think people really should complain much about this gun because it can fit any playstyle really. So let's say you don't like to snipe, but you like to stay back. So you can throw on some higher caliber rounds. You see it adds damage and range. You can do that. Maybe you can put let's see here. You see this adds more range. Maybe you can put an extended barrel on there. This one's my favorite because it has reduced recoil. You throw maybe a yeah, Merc foregrip that would also reduce recoil. So you see my accuracy is way up. The damage goes up with the high caliber rounds. And then because it's still an assault rifle, maybe you can throw the flip side on there so you can keep it close if needed. And then you could also be medium range with it. So this is now catering to a play style of someone that likes to go a little bit long range, but maybe you like to go up close. You can cut the barrel off. You can use a muzzle brake. You don't need these rounds anymore. Then you can get like a rear grip. And you see the aim down sight speed. That would be nice. You don't want this big thing anymore. You want something nice and tight. And look at that. Now we have a totally different play style. So this is going to, you want to break down your play style. What gets you the most kills? And you want, because the game is very good at catering to different play styles. So find something in between. I like this AUG with the 5.56 rounds because it has assault rifle damage, but it handles quick like an SMG. Maybe not this thing. That's kind of ugly. So it's my play style is I like the range. You see, look how much I buff the range here. I like range, and the mobility is already really high. So I just throw some higher caliber damage in there, and I got a quick assault rifle that fits my play style. So understand what your play style is, aim where the enemy's going to be, and know that they're coming from where your team isn't. So just again, think of it as a mirror, and that should help you. And in the next video, we'll go in more depth with some more complex things. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.